So this is what is the take from your presentation. Dr. Gulshan, if you have anything in particular with what Mr. Robin has just said, or if there is any questions for him from the viewers, I will hand over the mic to you. And I would once again thank my esteemed speakers, Mr. Danesh Javeria, Mr. Robin, of course, our Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, he's a host anyway, and Dr. Ramesh Kodamal ji. Over to you, Dr. Gulshan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Robin.
Yeah, thank
you. There are a lot of takeaways from your presentation, your interaction, whatever you have shared.
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell you that the importance of agriculture has gone many folds, particularly due to COVID-19 and due to this particular pandemic. Yeah. Because this is the basic necessity of life. If you have food, you will not have much of problems. You can survive without many other things, but you require basic food and water. Yes. Now coming on to just few days back, somebody asked me, Uncle, now I'll give you small practical kind of a conversation with one young boy, and he told me, Uncle, tell me one thing, why Indian Prime Minister, when he was trying to help out everybody during this COVID, Uncle, why don't we grow fruits trees on the national highways and state highways instead of just putting trees over there? Had we put fruit trees over there, the people would have not asked for any favor from the Honorable Prime Minister of India. People would have just plucked the fruits from there, and they were walking, going to their districts and places, and miles they were walking. So it was a very valid and a very innovative and a very creative question which somebody asked me. And it was a child, and that time I was looking at, and I understood. I said, yeah, why this idea didn't come to me? So now I'm sharing something very important with you.
Yeah, doctor.
One of the senior IS officer, Indian administrative officer, serving officer, who had a very future bright career, he resigned from the Indian administrative service, and he has set up in Gurugram the entrepreneur school. The entrepreneurship school he has set up in Gurugram next to the capital. And the other day I invited him in this webinar, like Mr. Robin and Mr. Danesh ji. All these dignitaries have come today through Sandeep Majumdar ji. When I invited him and I shared this example with him, he says, one of my concern is, why don't we have more startups for agriculture and organic farming instead of other areas? Of course, we require Sandeep Majumdarji's area also, the pharma, the medical, the wellness, all that is required. But today I am sharing with you is, we require more startups for the Mr. Robin sector also, that is agriculture. We are very close. Our chamber is very close. There are two states which has got a bumper crop. One is state of Punjab and other is state of Haryana. Both of them, they share their capital as a beautiful city of India called Chandigarh, where from I am talking to you. Now, both the states can be roped in. Both the states can be brought for deliberation, but separately.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
So one day we can have a deliberation from Punjab. One day we can have a deliberation from Haryana. I think it is a very important collaborative option that we should bring Punjab state and Haryana state from India closer to Mr. Robin's efforts and organization in Cambodia. Second part, which I would like to share with you, Sandeep Majumdarji, let's one of these days get 3 or 4 more people with Mr. Robin. Those are either from the technology side, those are from the agriculture, organic side, or those are from the food processing side from Cambodia, for the interaction and panel discussion
Yeah.
with the state of Punjab and state of Haryana together. I see there is a lot of hidden opportunity, because I'm convinced during this coronavirus, when I'm having my own organic farming,
Yeah.
and I am having my own cultivation, and my vegetables are being grown for the next 2 months in my own residence. My entire rooftop, my residence, I'm growing only vegetables. My kitchen, my outside area, my garden, everything I have converted into organic farming.
I see.
I'm totally convinced this is something is the need of the hour. If we, I know that ASEAN is very fortunate. You have got least of cases. Cambodia has got least of cases. We are very happy, and we pray to Almighty others also should get out of it. But agriculture is going to be very important, at least in the coming months, in the few more months, in the years to come. And food basket for the world will play very important role. I think we can have two separate programs, one for Punjab and one for Haryana. And whatever is the outcome, if need be, then we can bring the Sector Skill Council, Government of India, for the agriculture sector.